The Weekly Ramble.
Hello.
This is the Weekly Ramble. 8th show-ish?
8th, 9th, one or the
We've
other.
Lost count.
Yeah.
We've lost count. We're veterans now.
One big blur.
One big horrifying blur.
Horrifying? I think it's been fun.
It's been great fun, actually. It's been great fun. Anyway, super stressed today, aren't we, Ollie?
Yeah. Really
duper stressed.
Tired, stressed out, you name it.
I got to sleep at 6:30 in the morning last night.
Ouch.
Or this morning. I don't know. When did I go to sleep? Today or yesterday?
That'd be this morning, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I got to sleep this morning.
Crazy.
It was an essay. And I had this thing called Red Devil Energy Drink, which is the most potent energy drink I've ever had. I would be sleeping for days after that. It was horrifying.
Some crazy stuff.
It had a little warning next to it. There's a piano riff behind it. So I'm
liking this.
I'm loving it. Yeah, so it had like this warning on it, and it was like, do not have too much of it. It needs to be part of a balanced diet. And I just necked one at 1 a.m.
Balanced diet? Nah, the whole lot.
Yeah, it was just, oh god. I was buzzing. I was like, I finished my essay. I could tidy my room right now at like 5:30. Anyway, we got a wonderful show ahead of us.
We do indeed.
We should go to the first song. Enjoy!
Live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Playing the music you love. Pure FM.
In tradition, we're going to go straight to Czechoslovakia news.
Yes,
And I
we
have
are
a
indeed.
slight cold all of a sudden.
Where's that come from?
I feel nasally like in the last 10 seconds. Anyway, Ollie, explain to everyone what happened.
So, we're into the quarterfinal of the play, which is probably what you could call the Europa League equivalent.
We'd be the winner of the losers if we won the cup.
We'd be the winner
Play.
of the... Yeah. So we're into the quarterfinals. Our game was the quarterfinal last night, rather. 2-0 down after 5 minutes. Not a great start.
Nah, we were panicking.
Panicking would be the correct word.
You'd think normal human beings would panic.
It was a mild panic, I'd say, because cool, calm and collected. We scored 3 goals in about, 5 minutes?
Oh, the rock, well, the 2 rocks in defence.
Well, the interesting thing about it was that I started up top.
Yeah, and then we lost 2 goals.
And then we lost 2 goals and Jez started piling forwards. I don't think it was the fact that I wasn't playing well, that, because obviously we swapped. And then we scored 3 goals. I think it was the fact that Jez was pushing up too high, and I recognised that, so I decided to drop deep in order to counter that.
Yeah.
And then that's when we started scoring the goals.
To be fair, though, he had a great game. So
Everyone had a great game. It was it was a great performance.
We all did.
We all took some pain in the line of duty, though.
Yeah, actually, 2 rather severe injuries. I got a hole in my knee.
I think I win personally.
Let me tell mine first.
Okay.
Let me tell mine first.
I like the way I've made this into a competition.
Yeah, I basically got a graze on my knee, but it was a gnarly graze.
It's not nice. It's not nice.
It was. We were like, oh, let's see who's got the most blood probably on the bus, and my leg was just like
it was dripping.
just
It looked like you'd been shot,
spraying out. Anyway, Ollie, what's your injury, mate?
Yeah, I've broken my toe.
Oh. Yeah, you win.
Yeah, I've broken my toe. I haven't told my parents this yet, so there you go, Mum and Steve. I've broken
You've just broken to him now.
I've broken my toe, so yeah. There's that little chestnut. So it'll be interesting to see if I can play next Monday in the semi-finals.
I think is that the first scoop the Weekly Ramble has had? Ollie Owen breaks his toe.
Breaking news: footballing captain of Czechoslovakia has broken his toe.
Ramble scoop on Pure FM.
Yeah. So, hopefully I can be back for next Monday. But as I'm sure you're all aware, we've got a wonderful squad who can fill in, if need be. Yeah. So,
big injury list though. Big injury list.
Yeah, got to make sure we get to that final.
A whole 2, out of 7 though. So
out of 7.
No,
we got 3 because Kyle's out as well.
Wait, who's the
Kyle?
No, I don't count myself injured, by the way. I counted Kyle as injured.
Oh, you didn't count? Okay.
I'm a hard man. So I continue on.
Well, I'll just get myself loaded up on paracetamol and I'll play through the pain.
Yeah, painkillers. It'll be fine. Anyway, I was looking on this computer here in front of me, and I saw this thing which said Stratline 3 bracket used for evenings, and I'm intrigued to find out what it is. So let's
We're going to have a ramble experiment.
We haven't listened to this. What is it?
Playing the music you love. This is Pure FM.
That's not really evening themed, is it?
That's somewhat disappointing. I
know,
thought it was
we
going
were
to be something
expecting
exciting.
huge. So, maybe we'll find a gem in all these jingles one day. But
We
today,
should fiddle off air next time, I think. That one was somewhat disappointing.
it's like it's in a different colour on the screen. It says Strapline 3 used for evenings, but it's just. I thought it was gonna be like, welcome to the late show on Pure FM, but no, it's just a really generic strapline. Anyway, being that Christmas is just around the corner, hope you got your stockings ready to go up because it's a bit early yet.
I was going to say, a couple of weeks early.
Which raises the question: when is it too early to celebrate Christmas?
See, for me, it's almost like a family tradition.
Yeah.
You put the Christmas decorations up the first weekend in December. That's how we do it. That's how.
Right. Yeah, we do it like midway through December. Get the tree up. It's pretty late.
That's quite late. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
The 10th rings a bell for some reason.
Okay, no, that's probably not too far off. I mean, obviously it depends on where December falls, like in the week. If it's like 1st of December on Monday, you've got to wait all the way to like the 6th and the 7th.
Yeah,
so.
it is the most wonderful time of the year.
Oh, it is by far. It's probably the only time of the year I'm a genuinely happy person.
You're miserable.
I'm so miserable for the other 11 months, and then as soon as it hits December the 1st, I turn into a bubbly, happy, charming young man.
I'm gonna get myself a Christmas jumper from somewhere.
I'm sure you've noticed my lovable collection of knitted Christmas jumpers.
I think you wore one to the studio today,
I have
actually.
worn one to the studio, yep.
It's wonderful. I wore a snazzy coat.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Turned into a fashion section now.
Yeah. We should do like a Ramble fashion show.
Which
would sort of defeat the purpose because
awful.
there's no visual side of this show.
No one gets to see how terrible we look.
Yeah, we just have to meticulously describe how we look, which I'm not sure would be...
That would make for terrible radio.
Oh, well, you underestimate our powers of radio hosts.
Live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Playing the music you love. Pure FM.
Football news now.
Football news.
The World Cup, Christmas, is just around the corner. And it's next year, I believe.
Yes, it.
What are you looking at me for?
This summer, yeah.
What are you looking at me for?
I was trying to think. I was trying to like say something, and then every time I was about to say something, you just kept talking, and I was like,
Sorry.
No. It's cool.
Well, you can chat now if you want. I'll take a sit down.
Well, I was trying to think of things to say. I didn't actually have anything to say at that point. I was just opening my mouth, looking at you.
Welcome to the Weekly Ramble on
Yeah, things run ever so smoothly here.
Oh yeah. So the World Cup. The teams have been decided.
Yes.
We don't have a full list of the teams right here, but we have a list of the top 8 seeds, and quite a surprise.
We do, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say a surprise personally.
Why is Switzerland there?
No, but I
Switzerland, Ollie.
assumed you meant us being not in the top pot as the surprise, because I personally find that not a surprise.
I mean, I'd expect maybe, say, Italy in there instead of
Italy
Switzerland.
as well, yeah.
France, obviously.
Portugal, ourselves maybe, at a push.
Yeah, certainly not Switzerland. No offence to the Swiss.
And Colombia as well. I mean, they've got one good player, obviously Falcao, but...
Oh, they have James Rodriguez. Remember?
Who?
That fellow. The guy who plays for Monaco. This is a very insightful
James
segment.
Rodriguez, you mean?
Well, if you put the Colombian spin on it, it's James Rodriguez.
I've never heard a Colombian person say James James. Ever.
No, right. I just, James Rodriguez doesn't sound...
It doesn't sound particularly Colombian, though.
It sounds like Jay Rodriguez, who plays for England.
Yeah, that's true.
Plays is a strong word. He walked around a field for 90 minutes.
Whoa.
I'm saying it. I've said it, okay? I can't take it back.
That's it. I'm gonna have to disagree heartily with you.
Welcome to the Jay Rodriguez fan club with its one member, Ollie Owen.
I believe there's quite a few people down at Southampton who would disagree.
Across the pond from here.
Across the pond. It's not in America.
I mean, like across the really small pond, which is what's it called?
It's a puddle.
What's going on?
Back to football, I think.
Back to football, not ponds or puddles.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you, who do you fancy for the World Cup this summer then?
You've sprung that on me, Ollie. You've
I know.
sprung that on
I
me.
didn't give you. I wanted your first instinct.
I want to see Brazil win it.
Brazil.
I want to see Brazil win it because
Why is that? Out of interest.
they're home. It would be incredible. I don't want to see Spain or Germany win it. Spain because they win everything,
This is true. I would have to agree with that one, definitely.
and Germany because I really don't like many of their players.
Really?
I don't know why.
I think they've got a really likeable squad.
I don't know. There's something about Neuer who.
Oh no, I don't like Neuer. No, no. Well, that's one player like out of what 23.
It was a good guess though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The one you didn't like.
Yeah, that I don't think anyone. He's not particularly likable. Obviously, no one actually knows him personally, but
Yeah.
like from what we see on pitch,
Ring him
and-
up on the phone here.
just to let you know, none of us like you.
See you later, Manuel. Anyway, yeah. So, what do you think, Ollie? I said Brazil.
I think it will probably be Brazil or Spain.
Mhm.
However, I personally, I'd quite like to see Germany win it because they've had this squad that's had a lot of potential for a number, well, probably about 4, 5, 6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I think they deserve it personally.
Yeah,
They've always been sort of underdogs and to Spain and runners up. So I think it's time they had their.
Yeah, there is a difference between they deserve it and me wanting them to. I mean, they clearly deserve it. They're an amazing team.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But it's just like.
Oh, at the end of the day, it's your personal opinion. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously, we want 3 Lions.
Of course.
England.
What's the best you reckon England fans can hope for?
I think I'll be satisfied with the quarterfinal.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that.
Semi-final, I'll just be like.
If you got to semi-finals, which admittedly is highly unlikely.
I mean, to be honest, 7 of the 8 teams in the top 8 would beat us.
Yeah,
And Switzerland.
and not to mention
be
Italy,
honest.
France, Portugal, and Holland, who aren't in the top 8.
Holland. What's up with them?
We forgot Holland as well. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and then of course you've got other teams that are probably about the same sort of level as us, like
Croatia? Are they in it?
They scraped into it, yeah.
Well,
Because
Portugal would beat us. Italy would beat us.
France would beat
France
us.
would beat us.
Holland would. I don't know. Holland have fallen apart the last few years. So.
Yeah, they didn't win a game in the World Cup at Euro 2012?
Yeah, they completely fell apart. Well, everyone sort of fell out. All the players fell out with each other, and things got a little bit nasty in camp.
Oh no.
So, oh no.
Oh no.
I hope everything's okay now. So, I don't know. I haven't really followed it too closely, but
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe they've patched things up and they're ready to go again.
I remember I think it's the 2010 World Cup with the France squad.
Oh, yeah, they all completely fell apart, didn't
One
they?
of my favourite moments was when I saw Patrice Evra throw his shin pad across the field because he was so angry. Nothing shows that a man is so angry that he'll throw his shin pad
away.
That is his protection aid. He just throws it away. Anyway, yeah, so that was the football section, I guess. We've really footballed it up this show, haven't we?
I know. Well, it makes a change. I feel like we don't, other than the Czechoslovakia stuff, we don't normally talk about it so much. So
Yeah, I mean, apart from that, whole segment about the top 5 players.
that's one segment in 8 weeks.
Yeah. But, we love football.
We do indeed. Yeah.
And football loves us.
We are British after all.
Yeah, 3 lines on the shirt.
Indeed.
Something.
I don't know what comes next. either.
No, right.
Playing the music you love. This is Pure FM.
Right, we got some horrible news, some very sad news for people who don't know. People who do know, I'm sure you're
They will definitely agree.
being affected by this horrible news story. Brian Griffin from Family Guy.
The dog, the
Yeah.
family pet.
Yeah, they've killed him off.
Yep.
They've killed him off.
Have you seen the clip of how they did it?
Yeah.
Stewie runs him over.
Well, Stu doesn't.
I swear it was Stewie in the car.
I think you've seen the wrong clip.
It's obviously like I
No,
swear it was
Stu doesn't
Stewie.
run him over.
I swear it was Stewie.
No.
Oh, okay.
Why would Stewie run him over?
Okay, well he's still dead and it still sucks. I'm still not happy.
Brutality from Ollie there. Still dead. Okay, Simon. He is still dead.
It's still horrifying.
Yeah, basically, they killed Brian off.
Yep.
And he's probably my second favourite character
He
behind
was
Stewie.
he was my favourite.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he was my favourite.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That's a big shame.
So and they replaced him with another dog that would be voiced from I can't remember. There was an actor from The Sopranos, but they replaced.
I've heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, they've
heard
replaced
about
him with that person from. I don't know his name, so that totally
I don't know
sucks
either.
as a source of information.
It's replaced by a guy who's in something else, but we don't know the name of the guy, so
That was
the Weekly Ramble news.
There we go again.
We should just turn into a news show.
What a totally useless information.
Yeah, it's like there's some weather
News.
happening.
Somewhere.
It changes from time and place. That'll be anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say something, but probably not important.
Okay.
We thought the idea: which characters would we like to be seen killed off as like a sort of like tribal ritual to bring back
So
Brian?
hang on a minute. You just said that I was being morbid.
Well-
And now I've just realised our segment sounds very, very morbid.
Well, yeah, but I'm thinking like, as I said, like a voodoo ritual to bring back Brian. Maybe like we offer you these people in return.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got a lot more than me.
I do indeed.
But maybe mine have more meat on the bone. So, do you want to go first?
Yes, I shall go first. My first and definitely by far my most strong feelings is Joffrey from
Ah, that was
Game
one
of
of
Thrones.
mine.
Yes.
Oh, of my 4,
Yes.
I've now been knocked down a quarter. Yeah, I agree with you
Yeah,
completely.
Joffrey from Game of Thrones. He needs to be sorted out.
He's the most evil character in all of television.
So horrid, it's unbelievable.
I mean, for those who don't know and don't watch Game of Thrones, he's this.
For those who don't know and don't watch Game of Thrones, you're missing out.
Yeah, you're missing out on one of the best and worst characters, in my opinion, in television history.
Oh,
He's whiny, but at the same time, he's really brutal and horrible. And I mean, you could say that it's a horrible character, or you could say it's a great character.
it's also a tragic character because at the end of the day, he's only the way he is because of his somewhat unideal upbringing from his interesting parents.
Yeah.
To put it nicely.
Yeah, to put it in PG-13 terms, yeah, I guess. Watch the show and you'll find out.
Yeah.
Find out. We're not going to share it on this show because, rules and stuff about,
Anyway, Simon, what's one of yours?
Mine is from a film, which, kind of works. It's Batman and Robin from Batman and Robin. I hate that film so much. It would be better without those two characters.
But
I mean,
it's a Batman film. How could you not have Batman?
hear me out.
Okay,
Hear me
I'll
out.
patiently listen.
Have you seen the 1997 Batman and Robin?
Unfortunately, yes.
Exactly. One of the worst films ever, as probably everyone in the world would agree.
Yep.
The Bat Bank card bit, when it's like, I will buy you with my Bat Bank card. It's like a credit card with a bat on it. It's just horrible. It almost killed the Batman franchise, didn't it?
Good job Christopher Nolan came along, is all I can
Swooped
say.
in, Plus, Batman and Robin hogged screen time from the Punosaurus Rex that is Mr. Freeze, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, with such greats as, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Allow me to break the ice, and let's kick some ice.
Oh dear.
He's one of my favourite characters ever, in one of the worst films ever. I mean, amazing.
Oh dear.
It's changed from me hating Batman and Robin to just adoring Mr. Freeze. Was it Dr. Freeze? I don't know.
No, I mean,
Mr. Freeze.
It
It
is
is
Mr. Freeze, yeah.
Dr. Freeze was,
As a superhero expert, it is
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze, yes.
It was Dr. Freeze after he did his post-grad course. Anyway, your next one.
My next one is from The Green Mile. And there was the
I know who you mean.
warden called Percy.
Yeah.
And he was horrid.
I
The way he
forgot about
treated
him.
the prisoners, humiliated them. Yeah, I didn't like him. I really felt he had to go. He had to go.
Yeah, he did. He did. I think I texted you at like 2 a.m. in the morning saying
yeah.
I just cried at the Green Mile.
Yeah,
because
because I told you to watch it, didn't I? And you
Yeah,
did.
I
and
wept like a baby in my
it's
room.
a great film, isn't it? It's one of my favourite films, probably top 2, top 3.
Certainly is now. Definitely, I agree with you.
Yeah. Shall I do another one?
Yeah, do another one because you got a lot more than me.
Yep. I also said Grima Wormtongue from Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
Now I thought I've done a lot of like franchises here, but well, I don't know, Green Mile that doesn't count. It's another one of those characters that isn't inherently I can't even say the word now. He isn't necessarily evil.
Just choose another word. Just choose another word.
He's not evil as such, but you still really, really dislike him enough for you not to be bothered if he gets killed.
Totally.
Totally.
I mean, I really agree with you. I mean, he's
sly and sneaky, and he just doesn't.
He looks weird.
He looks horrible to look
He's
at.
yellow
doesn't he?
and like wrinkly. It's weird. Anyway,
Just discriminating against wrinkly people over there.
I just don't like the folds. Anyway, I got one here. A character or characters I wouldn't mind being killed off is anyone from The Big Bang Theory. I hate that show. I can't stand anyone on the program. The only character... Oh, he's gone.
That's me walking out.
Sheldon's annoying. The other two characters who live with him, or three, I don't know, I also find them annoying. I don't even know their names, they're so annoying.
That'd be Penny, Howard, and... I've forgotten the other one. That was awkward. Me pretending to be an expert and...
Yeah, I've tried to watch it, but it's so
clearly not hard
damn
enough.
annoying.
I really like it. I'm a big fan.
Also, anyone from How I Met Your Mother, too.
Oh.
And Two and a Half Men.
Out of interest, you've just pulled apart my 3 favourite comedies. What comedies do you watch?
I like to watch silent films from the 40s. No. I love Fresh Meat. Fresh Meat's good fun. I've done a bit on the spot now. I like to watch hard-hitting dramas.
Yeah, I must admit I am more of a drama.
I don't really
fan.
watch TV comedies that much.
No, those are probably the only 3 TV comedies I actually watch. So.
Okay. Anyway,
and you hate all of them.
Yeah. Oh, come on. They're so annoying.
They're not. They're fun. They're genuinely funny.
And like there's like Bazinga T-shirts you see people wearing, and you're just like, just don't.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, you can go. There you go. Have yours now.
Sticking with the franchises again, I've gone for Professor Umbridge from Harry Potter.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah, she really annoyed me. I didn't like that character at all. Like even reading the books, like not just from the films. I think she's even worse in the books, to be honest. So
it's a good point.
I mean, I don't know if you've read the books, but
I've dabbled.
You've dabbled. I do
dabbled.
Consider myself somewhat a Harry Potter fanboy. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Big Harry Potter
Really?
fan. Well, it sort of epitomises my childhood and everything.
I agree with you.
So
it's
you know,
big part of mine too.
Yeah.
But I think mine is more Toy Story. We're going on a complete.
Ooh, we're completely going off on a tangent tonight.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's good fun for us.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Anyway, do you want to do another one? I've only got one left because you stole Joffrey from me.
I apologise. I got this is a bit of an odd one. Montgomery Burns from The Simpsons.
Oh, you gotta love Burns.
Oh, I don't hate him. It's just he's so old. Surely it's about time he died.
Just of natural causes.
Yeah, like nothing against him as a person. You know, his grumpy miserableness is somewhat endearing, but he's so old.
Somewhat endearing.
Somewhat. Yeah. No, he's just so old. It's about time, surely.
Oh, I guess maybe. Should I do my last one? Have you got a few more?
Go. Yeah. I'll probably leave my last 3. They're not great ones.
Okay. Well, I got bit of a different one. I got Philip Schofield from any TV show on ITV before midday. Can't stand him.
Why? What's that?
I mean, killed off sounds strong. I don't want to hire an assassin after him. That's not what I'm trying to get at here. I just,
What's your criticism?
I don't know. It's just it rubs me up the wrong way.
Is it one of those things where you dislike someone, but when someone asks you why, you genuinely don't know why?
Yeah.
And you can't quite put it into words.
I look at him like, I don't like you.
Yeah, he's just sitting there looking at me going, yeah, you.
There's this guy sat across from me while I'm trying to do a radio show. He keeps chipping in, but you can do a last one if you want. Before we go on to your bit.
Pick one of my last ones. I'm going to have to go with Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars, who eventually, of course, does die. Spoiler alert.
Kill him.
But not, I just, it's another one of those characters that...
I don't like the character myself.
Yeah, he's quite irritating as well. Like, he's not scary or anything.
He pulls really funny faces when he's fine
and his voice as well, it sounds so ridiculous. As a villain, it's quite a ridiculous villain.
Yeah. Plus, when you watch like Phantom Menace...
Yeah.
I was watching it as very young. I didn't realise that he had the exact same jawline as the damn Emperor.
Ah, you didn't realise, you didn't clock on
and I was just like, who is this guy? And it took me until the third film when they revealed it. I was like, no way.
And everyone else is sitting there, look at this guy, he's surprised.
I'd like throw my popcorn up and be like, oh! That's the greatest plot twist in history.
Clearly someone's never seen The Sixth Sense then.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
Okay.
I told my mum to watch that and she still hasn't. Because
my mum close.
My mum has avoided the plot twist at the end of Sixth Sense.
That is
Somehow.
amazing.
Somehow.
She has to watch this film.
I know. It got spoiled for me by a Lonely Island song. I won't say which one because it's one of their more famous ones.
Oh, okay.
And yeah. But yes. I don't know how.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm very impressed by that, actually.
Yeah. Anyway,
that is impressive.
We're reaching the last segment of the show
We
here,
are
and
indeed.
it's another traditional and reoccurring segment. It's Ollie's film review. What film is it today, Ollie? Can you find your piece of
I was
paper?
going to say this. Yeah.
Just rustle around.
Ooh, yeah. There we go.
Is it there?
That's somewhat of a relief. Okay. Gravity this week. Another film.
Not the John Mayer
in
song,
the
by the way.
Would you mind not interrupting, please?
Sorry, Ollie.
Another film that's in the cinema at the moment. Doing very well at the box office as well.
It is indeed.
I can't remember. Quite totally useless. I should know information like this. But it's done very well. It's done very
About
very
a week ago, it was at $500 million. So
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 500
I'm
million.
glad you could help me out there.
$500 million. I think so.
It's quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's like an American billion and a UK billion.
Yeah.
Apparently they're different. Anyway,
They are different.
your review.
Yes. This one was a difficult one for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because it's been critically very very successful. You know, I haven't managed to find a bad review for it actually. But I personally just didn't quite. I didn't enjoy it. I was really disappointed actually. And I noticed a bit of a theme when I was researching it. It's directed by Alfonso Cuarón. I've seen two other of his films.
What are they?
Children of Men.
Is that the one about
starring
infidelity around just in society where?
No.
I'm thinking of the wrong film.
You are indeed.
No.
It's a post-apocalyptic
Yeah.
film.
I am thinking of the right film. No one can have kids anymore, so they're all adults.
Oh yeah, no, of course, yeah. Sorry.
Infidelity, Ollie. It's a
Yeah.
big word.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you. Yeah, that one. I didn't like that, and that one sort of got really, really good reviews as
I
well.
really like that film.
Yeah, everyone I know likes that film, and I just didn't like it. And another one, I wouldn't say I didn't like this film. He did the third Harry Potter film,
I'd say that's the best one.
and I thought that was one of the worst.
Well,
I really,
polarising views on the
I know.
Weekly
Right,
Ramble.
we tend to have this with films, actually, you and me, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
We do.
Apart from Harry Brown, we both loved Harry
we
Brown.
both agreed on that one.
And Looper.
Thank goodness. Yes. But no, most of the time we don't agree on films.
No, which is good for discussion.
It is actually. Yeah, we could
purposes.
argue for hours. Not that anyone would want to listen to that, but
No.
we could. So I sort of got a history with this director of not liking his films.
Well,
And
that
being-
boded?
Yeah.
Is there a past participle for bode?
I don't think so.
Beboded.
So this film was doomed for me
Oh,
from the start. Starring. Keep looking up at you and you're staring at me. So
Well, I'll look away from you.
clearly
Okay,
you're
I'll look
intrigued.
away.
Clearly you're intrigued by my opinion
I'm
because I
looking at the
know
corner.
you love this film.
Yeah.
And
I'll look away. I'm looking away
I'm
from
waiting
Ollie
for you
right
to
now.
disagree on everything I say. Obviously, it's a visually impressive film. You know, it's set in space. The whole film's in space, save for the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep. And for me, that was part of the problem. It's fantastic to look at, and obviously the cinematography. I say that every week, but you know,
It is good.
I do pick films that look good and have been done well in that terms. But in those terms, what is wrong with my?
Hang on, I just got to text my dad.
Okay.
Infertility, not infidelity.
I was gonna say, see, infidelity. Do you know what infidelity is, Simon?
I thought I did. I'll be honest. I thought I did.
Clearly, you and me need to. We're at uni. We should know our English language better than this. I think.
Yeah.
We've been a poor showing tonight.
Yeah. Anyway, Gravity. Ollie,
Yes,
what's it like?
I'm sorry. Yeah, the whole novelty of the space and it looking amazing really, for me, wore off after about 10 minutes. It was like, yeah, this looks really cool, and then about 10 minutes later, I was like, okay, I'm bored now.
Yeah.
And the worst thing though is the camera sort of like spins and floats the whole time, obviously, because the whole feeling of there being no gravity and everyone's just sort of floating around in space.
Mm-hmm.
And that just made me feel so dizzy. I felt so dizzy. I had a headache, and I couldn't deal with it. I was bored. I wanted to get out. I didn't enjoy it. I just
Wow, that's pretty negative.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was a good film. Like, I can pick out like why people thought it was a good film, and I can pick out things that are good. But I just couldn't deal with the spinning and the floating and.
I didn't like Sandra Bullock's character either, and because
I
it was
did
one of
find-
the two characters in there.
There's only two sort of. Well, obviously there's
There's voices.
there's voices, and then there's one one other character who we don't see.
I don't see much of.
We don't. Well, you only see him in long shots, so you don't actually get to know this character.
Well, you see one
all.
really close up one.
Oh yeah, a little too close up for my liking, I think.
Yeah, anyway, watch it and you'll find out why.
Yes. One of the good things was though, it was quite a tense film. There were moments of real tension, a real live or die. Moments, and you could feel that in the audience. Actually, it was sort of like no one was moving a muscle, and everyone was just sort of staring intently.
You know the bit right at the start where it breaks onto it says gravity and then it puts loads of bass like Inception style.
Oh yeah.
And it goes really silent. It goes completely silent.
Yeah, that was quite it's quite disconcerting. I thought
it was really horrible because everyone in the cinema was just like trying to not make any noise whatsoever. I think I stopped breathing. I was just like.
Yeah. Actually, you know, also at the beginning, in that silence after the big sort of, I wouldn't know what to call it, that big rush of bass.
Yeah.
There's like a bit where the walkie-talkie is going in the astronaut suit.
It's really silent.
But it sounded like a mobile phone, and I was about to turn around and tell the person next to me to turn their phone off until I realised that it was the film, and the surround sound made it seem like it was the person really cool. Next to me on their phone.
It's like that Orange Wednesdays advert, which the phone rings in the back left,
and everyone turns around and is like.
And if you're sat there, everyone looks at you and you're like,
It's not me.
The advert.
It's the advert. Yeah, no, it was a lot like that actually. Yeah. But yeah, it's been quite difficult. This is probably one of the hardest reviews I had to do because I just couldn't get on with the film.
There's not much of the film that you could say is good or bad, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a very isolating performance. Listen to me, I'm like a film studies student. Very isolating.
You've probably been more articulate and more technical than I have.
Well, I got a word wrong, so...
That is true. You did get infertility and infidelity mixed up.
Yeah. I need to find out what infidelity means. I thought I knew what it meant.
Apparently not. Apparently not.
Yeah, anyway.
I think one thing that should be noted about the film was it's probably... one of the best uses of 3D I've seen since Avatar.
I can't agree more.
I usually hate 3D and think it's a complete waste of time.
I didn't like it in Avatar.
But really?
I think Avatar's a good film. It's a good film,
right.
But it didn't deserve to be the best, the best selling. Well, how can I put this? The highest grossing film in history.
Yeah.
It does not deserve to be that.
Not at all. I would agree with you. Totally.
I'm
not really a big fan of Avatar either. I just was quite impressed by the way that they pioneered 3D in sort of this era.
Yeah. Did you know there are 2 films in the history of film that have made over $2 million worldwide, both directed by James Cameron.
The other one would be Titanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy must be loaded.
Oh, pretty
loaded.
much. Yeah. The reason the whole way Avatar came about was he had to wait for them to make the technology.
It's ridiculous.
For Avatar, which shows how much that movie cost.
Yeah.
So it's just as well that it grossed so much.
Especially since it's just a pumped up Smurfs film. So
it's pretty much a alien version of Pocahontas.
Yeah, it is actually.
It is. Yeah.
Actually, the plot does bear very similar.
I wrote a paper on this for college actually when I was absolutely slating 3D, and yeah, that was pretty much my main point was that it was just Pocahontas with aliens in space. Obviously,
it really does bear a lot similar. Thinking about that,
it's not similar. It is exactly the same. I kid you not.
Man, that is.
Yeah, it's the exact same story.
Well, it certainly doesn't. It's like $2.5 billion, I think.
It's something crazy.
Anyway, you should conclude your gravity review.
I should indeed. I would probably give it a 6.5 out of 10, despite every other reviewer in the world giving it a very high score,
including me.
Including
my
yourself.
word. Pack some punch in the filmmaking world.
It was one of those films that you just feel totally disappointed when you come out and you expected so much more.
I thought that she was like, you know the Beano, there's Calamity James.
Yeah.
She was.
It was like anything that could go wrong will go wrong. Oh yeah, it was sort of like that thing of, oh now this has gone wrong. Now this has gone wrong.
Yeah,
oh no, now this has gone wrong.
Just give her a break.
Yeah.
Just give her a break.
It was just like torturing a character for the sake of it.
And there's a scene right at the end where I don't know. Yeah. There's some she nearly just drowns.
Yeah.
And it's just like
that would be so typical.
What are you doing? And then she
it was just another thing that goes wrong in that story though.
She makes out of space and it's like, oh no, water. Another element.
I must admit though, I did think George Clooney was good. Was good.
I think he's great. He's my favourite character out of the 2.
Out of the 2, so not a lot of choice for that. But I thought he was quite funny actually. It was quite a likeable character.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah, I thought it was No, I'd say 8 out of 10.
Really?
For me. The first film I've reviewed. Well, I put the number 2.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd definitely say it. Well, it doesn't deserve, say, an Oscar. Well, maybe it does for like special effects.
I think special effects maybe, but nothing more than that.
Yeah, apparently it was shot underwater. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Like the sections where they were floating around, that was shot underwater. And
okay,
apparently
that makes sense actually.
There's
yeah.
a department in Universal, what it was made, didn't have a look, that meticulously took away the air bubbles in
that
every
must have
single
taken
shot.
forever.
Because the shots when they're floating around in their spacesuits, they couldn't really get like the free-flowing movement unless they're underwater.
Yeah, that's probably the only way they can sort of
So there was
reconstruct that.
a whole department basically deleting bubbles from every single
that
frame.
must have been the most soul-destroying job being part of that movie.
I came and Mum, I got a job on a film.
Oh yeah, what are you doing?
I delete bubbles. It's just
Yeah, that.
well then, Tim, you get him.
Oh dear. Yeah, no, that seems like a very meticulous and boring job, I would have to say.
Awful.
Yeah.
I just be like, you know what? What's his name? With the director? What's his name?
Alfonso Cuarón.
A man.
I don't know if that's how. Yes, a man. Yes.
A man. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a cool name for him. Alfonso. I wouldn't
Just
do
call
it.
him Alf.
Alf. Big Alf.
Big Alf.
Alfie. I don't know. That's a nice name.
Alfie.
Anyway,
he is Mexican, so I don't know.
I
if
should
Alfie
probably
fits.
run round the desk and take a picture of your mustache.
Yes, this is the final. Yeah, this is the final picture.
I got 2 and a bit minutes to do it. So,
well, let's see how quick you can move, Simon. This is interesting. No tripping over the chair this week.
No, there's no jumper in the way either.
He has made it past the chair. This is impressive.
Okay, big smile.
I'm pouting.
Do like a pose. I'm going to put like an Instagram filter on this. Oh, there it is.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
How long have I got left?
I don't know. You've got about 2 minutes until we have to disappear.
To do mine.
That's okay. I can entertain for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. The audience is
Take your
going.
word for it.
No, you can't. We're boring. We want Simon back.
I'm just going to do like.
Take your time, Simon. Oh wow. If you are interested in seeing these pictures and you haven't seen any of the previous weeks yet, check out the Facebook page. That is where they are. You can have a good laugh at our expense.
Yeah. That'll be the last one. I'm going to put like cool Instagram filters on that
They
one.
will be the last ones, actually, yeah, because this will be the last show in November. That's quite scary, that is.
By the way, you can't see my mustache in
You
this
can't see
picture.
it.
Because it's blonde. You have to get pretty close to be able to see mine.
I think it's a good effort. I can see it from here, and I'm impressed.
I'll see if I can brush it against. All the screens just went off in the studio. That's annoying.
That's quite scary.
That was a bit terrifying for a moment.
Especially as we were watching the countdown.
Yeah, it was like just on a minute 20 that went, all the screens went off. I'll see if I can like.
No, don't do that. No one wants to hear the sound of beard rustling on the. Why do you think I'm sat so far away from the mic?
Well, you're not going to catch it. It's just like a thin layer on your lip, and if you like accidentally headbutt it. Well, then again, I did do that last week.
You did headbutt the mic, so it wouldn't be the first time on the Weekly Ramble that's happened. Assault on the microphone.
Audio assault. So the whole show could be called Audio Assault.
That's not a bad name for a show. I think if we ever part ways, I'm going to use that name.
I'm going to copyright it the second I get out of here. Audio Assault with Simon Aston. Oh, that's so cool.
All right,
well, we have to reapply in the next semester.
Maybe we should change the name. Who
From
knows?
Weekly Ramble to Audio Assault.
No, I think we are the Weekly Ramble.
Weekly Ramble.
We are the Weekly Ramble.
Right, we got last 25 seconds. I want to.
Is there anything I want to say?
You got 20 seconds now, so it'd have to be really quick, actually. No, not really.
Not really. No, I have nothing interesting going on in my life that needs to be
anyway, I'm going to watch the Arsenal match.
Oh yeah, of course, the football. Who do you think is going to win?
Arsenal, because I'm an Arsenal supporter. Anyway, we got 5 seconds. Well, see you next week, guys. Have a good week. See ya.
Hey, this your boy Chris Brown, man. For real.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hey, this is Adam from Maroon 5.
Playing the music you love. Pure FM.